Hello, everybody. Hello, happy Monday. How we feeling? We getting ready? It's gonna be a big week, I think. We have the full moon eclipse. I was watching Stefan Burns, and I actually watched a whole show of his. It was only 22 minutes. I'm like, oh. So he was talking about, what was it that he was talking about? It was so important and it resonated with me so much, I forgot about it. I think it was the eclipse that show was talking about. It also talked about some planetary alignments that are coming up with this eclipse moon. And and I got another one. It just seems like our astrology is just like hammering us. Big events, big events, big events. And I go, can we get a break? Can we just like have a little event or something? So I'm not going to go into the astrology of it because I don't know astrology that well. I mean, I took a course, but I didn't really dig into it as deep as I should. I didn't put the time into it. So I just steal other people's things. Pam Gregory, Stefan Burns, my sister, my big sister, Denise. I take what they say and kind of meld it and blend it and stuff. And you can go look at that all the time. I do have a couple of apps that send me information all the time. So thank you. Those are good because then I don't have to think. It's just in my inbox. So what's the energy of the week? I mean, and I'm looking at this via spiritual side and political side. I'm going to get to the political side later. Oh, geez. Hey, I think I sounded like a Canadian there. But before I do get in there, I do have my Canadian Sasquatch shirt on. It says better left alone. Did I say I was going to get to the political later? Okay, but we have no clue what we just poked, in my Sasquatchian opinion. Let's get into the spiritual energy. I am using my Starseed Oracle deck and my Shaman's Dream deck. I used these last night to help me go to sleep when I wake up in the middle of the night. There is some repeating numbers that are coming up for people. Pay attention to your repeating numbers and let's see and see what they mean. You can Google your repeating numbers. There's a book that Marilyn Harper has. I think I have it up here. Come on. Okay, it's called Double Digitology ebook. And if you Google Marilyn Harper, you can find it. But you can just Google the number and come up with it. There's a lot of people that do numerology, so just pay attention and then see what it says. What's the message that resonates with you from these double digit, triple digit, whatever it is. Okay. So, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, I had to pause and regroup a little bit. So I woke up last night at 2 in the morning. It was 2:22, and I'm like, okay. I said, I need to look up that number and see what it means. You know, a twos, you know, choices, balancing this, that, you know, what is it? And so I'm going to get into that a little bit later after this, but pay attention to your numbers that's coming up. last night, so the first card that I pulled that I saved for today was this one, Activated Earth. And I just love this. And it said, power places, ley line, trust where you are led. And the key words that really popped to me were power places and ley lines. And you can grab your dowsing rods if you have them, or your pendulum, to find some power places around your home, around your house. You can even do it with your hands, charge them up, and just feel the energy. Feel the energy. You know, get them going. Put crystal in your hand, see what happens. A lot of different ways how you can do that. But I thought this was really cool, the activated earth. We are being activated a lot. I was listening to Stefan Burns when he was talking about the astrology of this full moon eclipse with all these planets lining up in a row, and how there will be a lot of times he went, this is the first time I've actually seen a whole show of his, because I thought it was really fascinating, and it was only like 22 minutes long. Hey, 22. Maybe it was different. Anyway, he was saying that there were a series of major volcanic eruptions that happen on these full moons. I think that's what it was. Anyway, so he was talking about get ready for a big eruption, and he was talking about Hawaii. And if Laverne is listening, I hope you're safe. People out there in Hawaii, stay safe. Boy, you guys have been getting it. Oh my gosh. So, activated earth. What else does that mean to you? I was going to say triggered, and I just can't say it. I did say it, but it's like, it's the wrong word. It's like, what are we releasing? Anyway, wordplay. The activated earth, what is going on with that? We have so much going on with our earth changes. We have a lot going on with earthquakes happening, and living in California, it's got me a little wary. This is a good time again. No one's going to come to rescue you, especially our damn government, because we've decimated it. There's nothing there as a backup stop. You look at it with our foods, you look at it with our water. We're on our own, right? And I remember talking about this when I first started my YouTube channel, maybe within the first year, and it was not like a prediction. It was just like, this is what I'm kind of feeling with this, and that we were going to have new sources for water, that there was going to be some kind of water crisis, but we're going to find new water, find new energy, find new ways of finance, and find new ways of growing food. And that all seems to be kind of shaping up right now, that we are being, I don't know if we're being pushed a little faster into that, or because of Pumpkinhead, or what. But there is definitely something with this activated earth. What does that mean? So go find your power place. Go find your power place in your house, or outside, and do a little meditation. Do a long meditation, and see what you get. See what the information is that pops up. Make sure you do your grounding. Make sure you activate your energy fields within your body as you're grounding. You activate yourself, activating earth, activating sky. Okay, here we go. All right, the second deck I'm using for this is the shaman's dream. And I used Mystical Shaman on Sunday, and I go, I just haven't used my shaman's dream in a long time. Written by Alberto and Violdo and Colette Baron Reed, both of them together. And I think he might have a third deck out, not sure. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we get with the shaman's dream. Ooh, what is the energy for the week in the shaman's dream? What is the energy of the week? The Fool's Embrace. Ooh, transmuting pain. So, when I first look at this card, and then you look at the moon, it looks like it looks like it's the eclipse moon. Okay. So this card always kind of throws me a little bit, because I always go, oh my gosh, pain. We got to come up with pain, and then we got to transmute it and transfigure it and let it be activated charcoal for our new earth. And I go, oh, okay. But that's my misconception of transmuting pain. It doesn't have to be painful. You're taking that pain and you're dropping it. And again, I go back to Alberto Violdo in the Bands of Power, where the bottom band is black, and it takes all the pain that is thrown at our luminous energy field and drops it into the earth, and the earth transmutes it and transfigures it. I did a membership on that when I first opened up my membership practice on my website, and I think I might need to do that again, because that was really powerful. And these journeys that we do in the membership, it's not like a one and done and, oh yeah, I got this. It's a practice that we just keep doing, just like meditation. As you guys know, you know this. You know this. All right, next card I get. Beloved Radical Acceptance. This is another card that I look at and I go, oh my God, the heart is on fire. And again, my brain goes to pain. Why doesn't it go to passion? Oh, good Lord. Okay, so look what I noticed. 2, 2, 2. All right, I gotta look that up. I'm gonna hit pause and look that up. But before I do, this radical acceptance, this fool's embrace, this is all talking about taking the passion, taking the pain, taking the negative, which isn't really a negative, maybe it's just showing up for things. You look at what Pumpkinhead is doing to our planet, to our relationships, everything. It's like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. Maybe it's for the best. Maybe now we are going to reconfigure, retransform, retransmute all of this so that we have a better understanding of how we can all live together in peace, in unity, in calmness. Yeah, I have my dose of opium this morning. Okay, I'm going to hit pause and I'm going to pull out my numerology book. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so the book that I'm using, I have a couple of books, but this one is an ebook. It's from Marilyn Harper. She's a channel. You can look her up on Google. She has a book called Double Digitology. I didn't pronounce that right. It's a PDF ebook, and I'm not sure how I got this. I think it was up in Shasta when she was doing a seminar. Thank you. It was up in Shasta when she was doing a seminar with Lee Carroll. It was a Lemurian seminar. So either way, I got this. It's in my thing. The other numerology book I have is from Glynis Has Your Numbers, and she has a YouTube. She's up there. Anyway, and you can Google this stuff. AI it. Oh, AI. I just saw that Russia attacked Ukraine with an AI drone, NVIDIA chip, which takes us into a whole Terminator type era. Scary as shit. Okay. Good thing we have a new Earth coming. So let's take a look at these numbers. This is not where I wanted to go today, but this is where I'm going. The first card, Transmuting, the Fool's Embrace. I mean, the fool on the fool's journey is taking off a cliff, just going. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going, right? And I got my bag, I got my dog. Dog is going to warn me. But this is going on a new journey. But after we have transmuted and transfigured all our pain, and it's like I learned a lot of lessons from that situation. I am now on a new journey. So, 22. It magnifies the divine partnership with the world, love, friends, enemies. See, I'm feeling that a little bit, that we're all getting so tired of it. And I mentioned this before, I think. When we go into MAGA land, you know, our friends and neighbors and relatives who went to that side thinking that it was going to be good, or is it not thinking? And now we're, you know, just watching the faux news and all that. You know, now it's cultish. But as they break away from it, I feel it's counterproductive to bash on Pumpkinhead, bash on somebody else, bash on the Iran war, bash on something else. Tucker Carlson is coming up with a grassroots Republican, him and Marjorie and maybe Thomas Massey. So there's splinters of that. So I think it's still too sensitive to bash on Pumpkinhead when you're talking to MAGA or people who are separating from that. I think, I'm not really sure how to navigate that yet, but I think that's the way to go. And then we can hopefully come together, because everything's changed. Everything's changed. Our Democratic Party, that's, what the hell? You look at, I didn't mean to get into politics right away, but you look at Hakeem Jeffries and boy, man, he's scary. Okay, getting back to 222. So 22 is a master number. It blends into a 4. It also is, it helps you build your way with a strong foundation. Okay, so that's what we need right now, building our way through a strong foundation. Let's go to the second one. Second card, 2. Second card, 2. 2 represents stability, cooperation, diplomacy, emotions carried in the core of the foundation. I mean, in my core, I want us all to get along. Thank you, Rodney King. Soft hearts, empathy, strong sensitivity to others. Oh, number 2, a bit discourteous. What the hell? What the hell does that mean? Psychic Duck, help me out. What the hell does discourteous mean to others? I don't know. I don't have that. Okay. Good to see you. Yeah. You tired? Yeah. Okay. Psychic Duck is tired. All right. Number 2, a bit reckless. They will also challenge their own personal divine partnership. Pushing your guides a little bit, poking your guides a little bit, huh? Be careful. Be careful. All right, so now we add those all together and we get the triple digit of 222. You've got the master builder in 22, but you also have the master builder that is acknowledging the wondrous mechanisms of their foundation. 222 adds up to a 6, which points to material possessions, giving birth to new ideas. We are in 6 is my year, so you'd have to look at the year to see where we are. I know we're in a 1 year. I'd have to look at the numbers anyway for this week to see where that falls in. It brings in a frequency that invokes divine partnership in building aspects of all this galaxy has to offer. This morning during my meditation, I was reminded that Earth is part of a galaxy. Sometimes I feel like, we're just alone here. We're just a planet. We're here. Oh, we got a moon and we got a sun. And I kind of forget all the other stuff. It's like, how? But I do, because I'm self-centered and it's all about me and my planet. And then when I start expanding, I go, oh yeah, there's a lot of other stuff out there. So we are coming into that divine partnership. And I'm just hearing right now that we are going to be going into more of a contact mode. In the contact mode, I was listening to Lisa Royal Holt's song about contact. And I put it up on I posted it so you can see it in my community page. And it's all about, hey, we want contact. Hey, come on down, show up, let's chat, right? And they're going, yeah, if we show up and we have green skin, you're going to go, oh my gosh, you got green skin. Or maybe splotchy skin. You got splotchy skin? Well, that's not right. And so then we're going to put negative and judge them. And that's not it. We want them to save us. We need to save ourselves. Okay, sorry. I'm going down the rabbit hole here. 222 is all about strength and foundation of your relationships. Okay. It was funny. At the time that this was channeled, this section was channeled, Arderanda, I think that's how she pronounces the entity she channels, said, look at the clock, it was 11:22. So anyway, oh my gosh, 24 minutes. Too long. I think I'm going to break this up. The numerology of this week, building strong foundations, blending things together of what we thought was negative, what we thought was positive, and bringing them together to build something new, a divine matrix of activating Earth into the Galactic Federation Foundation that we all belong to. All right, I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to post the other video on the weekly energies of politics. Thank you guys for watching. Peace and love.